Nikocado Avocado is not a genius for losing weight. He's a sociopath.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead.
Hey guys, welcome back to my video. It's Sister Des here, homegirl Des, cousin Des, Des next door. If you're new here, stick around. We have a great time. But today I had to come on here really quick because Nikocado Avocado just came out with a video about 2 days ago. And I don't know, guys, it sent chills up my spine. I don't know. But the way that the internet reacted to it, I low-key don't see why. I don't see why. So if you didn't see it already, here's his before and here's his after. Very different, very shocking. Yes, I know. I have my notes here because your girl was definitely taking notes while she was watching the video, okay? However, the internet has been saying that he's genius amongst many other things because he lost weight and he's coming from being morbidly obese. If you didn't see the video already, let me just show you a clip of how it opens up.
This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life.
Okay, so first off, that was just completely weird to me. I have no other way to put it. Like, the panda head, the Joker voice, I don't know why it had to, I don't know why it had to be this way to intro your weight loss, but hey, we'll get into that a little bit more in just a sec. Mind you guys, this is just a little bit of a rant. So the only thing shocking about this whole entire thing is the transformation within itself. It's shocking to see somebody go from this big to that small. That's shocking. But what's not shocking is the person that did it. And let me get into why. So before the before picture, this is how he was looking. Now, those who know already. Nikocado is quite literally coming from being a raw food vegan. Now, y'all, there's one thing to be a vegetarian, to be a vegan. Remember back in the day when people used to make being vegetarian or vegan their whole person? I'm vegan. I'm vegetarian. This is my whole entire personality. Like, they'd get it tattooed on them if they could, okay? But he was a raw food vegan. Now that is some serious business. And just as I said in the last video about Ice Spice and the whole if she really was working out thing, it would basically become a part of her identity, a part of her whole entire lifestyle. And like it would be hard for her to hide it because she would want to integrate it into the content that she made. Nikocado was exactly like this. That was his whole life, raw food living. And I believe he comes from an island. I'll put it right here. So everything that he was growing was very fresh. Everything that he was getting was very fresh, and he was very into this fuel your body, this is good for you, this is what's making me feel great, but that wasn't getting the views. So just us knowing that he has this discipline within himself to be able to continuously just eat the proper thing, take care of his body, it's not very shocking that over time he was able to lose all of this weight. Now that leads me to think about the fact that you really don't go from eating nuts and berries to gaining 400 pounds overnight. No, babe, it was for views. And I don't even really see Nikocado as an actual obese person. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but I think his obesity was extremely performative, which is crazy to say, but guys, it's 2024. You know, people will do anything for clout, like Offset said. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. The healthy eating, it just wasn't hitting like that because people don't like to see people do good. It doesn't give. People like to see when you're down bad and you're disintegrating on camera right in front of them. So what did he do? He changed up the whole entire tune and went from being super skinny to gaining weight on camera right before our eyes. Another reason why I say it was very performative and not regular obesity is because, correct me if I'm wrong, but obesity comes from sometimes not having discipline or not knowing proper eating habits or a lot about nutrition. Maybe you're trying to get a quick meal in, you're taking in a lot of stuff that are bad for you, but you're not well aware of all of the implications it could have on your body, whether it may be due to convenience or just what you were grown up off of, comfort food, stress, anxiety, medical disorders, all types of things, okay? Genetics. It doesn't come from you starting a YouTube channel and your YouTube channel isn't popping off and now we're eating 4,000 ramen noodles in a day. That's very random, you know? Like, so just from the start of what it became performative, and especially throughout the end, like, we could low-key see that towards the end, he was dragging it. It was a drag. And a part of the reason why I know this was performative is because the whole time that he was fat, he hated it. Granted, a lot of people who are bigger don't like being big, but the way that he was doing it and playing, oh my gosh, guys, it's water weight. Oh my gosh, I'm a fat pig. He was a fat phobic. He was like, I'm a fat pig. And you know what? Let me tell you why in the beginning I said that Nick isn't a genius, he's a sociopath. And I'm taking this from the UK definition of sociopath, so it's right here. I'm not trying to clinically diagnose him. The UK definition of sociopath is as follows: someone who is unwilling or unable to behave in a way that is acceptable to society. I'm not diagnosing him, but what he's doing, who the hell doing this? Like, imagine gaining 300 pounds for views, but okay, I guess. It worked though. It did work. He had a little point, but that is sociopathic behaviors, because what the hell? The weight gain, the rapid weight gain over time to get the views, and then he would be on his page like, oh, I'm a fat pig, and then putting in the breathing tubes just to exaggerate it. Him and Orlin, it was all very... it rubbed me the wrong way. It was extremely distasteful. And Nick losing all this weight does not make him a savior, does not make him anything that anybody should look up to, because when I was looking it up on Twitter, one thing that I had a main problem with is the fact that people were glorifying him for this change, which is like, okay, cool, I guess you lost weight. That's great. We should congratulate anybody when they lose weight. But is it just me or does he look sick? He looks sick. Like, I don't know, guys, but not sick in a way where it's like, oh, I hate that he lost weight, because people are going to say this is the healthiest he's ever looked or whatever. I actually think he looked way healthier when he was on his vegan vibes in the beginning, before he even went down this crazy path of doing all of this for views. But looking at his face, like looking within him, can you guys just see that like he looks tired? Like mentally, he looks exhausted. I don't know what he did. People on Twitter are also accusing him of taking Ozempic, and this time I'm going to say I don't believe that it was a Ozempic thing, because like I said before, he has the discipline of eating raw vegan food. So the eating habit change up isn't too hard, and then all it takes is a little bit of exercise and knowing what to do, and then shed the pounds off just like that, especially if he's already genetically predisposed to be built the way that he was built at first. And on top of that, a lot of people were asking, oh, but it only took him 7 months, which didn't make sense for you to be able to lose all of that weight in 7 months, which is very true. I was thinking the same exact thing. However, I was scrolling through his page, and guys, for the past 2 years, his videos have been like, they've been sparse. It's been very much spaced out. He would post a video like every other month, and in all of these videos that he was posting within the last 2 years, he was going extremely extreme. Like, think about it. He was doing stuff that's like, babe, like, okay, you're doing too much now. This is when everybody was making the YouTube videos, the commentary videos talking about, oh, this is disgusting. Why make this a trend? It's actually promoting bad habits. He's saying he's having a heart attack, posting all types of stuff online about himself. It's disgusting. He was playing it up because he knew behind the scenes the whole time he was actually working out. I believe that he probably took a whole entire month or two to make a whole bunch of content, turn it out, edit it, put it in a vault and wait, and then just slowly post it while he was losing weight, you know? Because even in his last video, the last video is cut up. It's some of him eating. It's a clip of him and Orlin with the breathing tubes in their nose, just hunched over like two little piggies, just looking extremely weird. This guy is weird. There's actually something wrong with him, because he would quite literally post his feces on Twitter. Let's not forget that he's sick. Okay, there's nothing to look up to. He's sick. And also the North remembers the Stephanie Sue situation, okay? He's a creepo. You're in this girl's house taking pictures of all of her stuff, manipulating her. And Stephanie is a sweet girl. I remember when she came out talking about how it really made her feel traumatized. She explicitly told him why she had, if you didn't know already, quick debriefing. He went in her house and was taking pictures all around her house, taking pictures of her cameras, being a complete weirdo and forcing her to talk about situations that she talked to him about off camera, and trying to press her to say them on camera, making her feel extremely uncomfortable, like weirdo. Backstory on Stephanie: the reason why baby girl even had the cameras in her house and this high-tech security system and wasn't really into letting people come close to her was because she got essayed in her home. She said that she felt like one of those people that even when they're at home, they don't feel safe because of what happened to her in her house. And she shared that with him because, as you know, narcissist manipulators do. They come, they act super charming, they act like they get it. He acted like he understood, like he had the same problem, asking her what her security system was, and then boom, now he's in her house taking pictures, forcing her to say things on camera, and then dragging her on his videos as if the girl told you she has trauma. Like, this is not for the camera. Put it right, hang it up, flat screen. But as we can see about Nikocado, he's the type of person to go from 0 to 400 quite literally just for some views, just for some attention. And I think he's grifting being an evil villain for more views. That's what he's doing right now. It's so weird. People are, oh my gosh, is this This is content creators' way of selling their souls for views. We already saw how people in the music industry do it. That's what this is now. Like, people are just doing anything. Is this what we're reporting on at this point? I feel like that's what a lot of these videos have been about. Maybe it's is it a new era? Anyway, creepo. Speaking on the Stephanie Sue situation, that brings me back to the fact that he started his video off with this panda head. Now, mind you, isn't it funny that Stephanie's husband wears a panda head because he doesn't want to show his identity to the public? So here's a picture right here. This guy in the panda head is Stephanie's husband. He doesn't want his identity to be revealed, which is no problem. But my thing is, why does it look like Nikocado is wearing the same exact mask? I mean, like, down to the little nose thingy. You see the panda nose thingy? Nikocado is weird boots. Like, I'm sorry guys, I don't have any other word to describe it. He's a creep. He came back from his body transformation journey and came in the headpiece that the girl who he traumatized a little bit more's husband wears. And it happened like 4 years ago. You're still on that? I think he did that to create deeper lore into everything that he's doing, which ropes me back into the fact that he's a sociopath. And the only people who were hyping him up on Twitter were the people who were on eating disorder Twitter, which also, guys, makes me feel so sad because people were saying, oh, Nikocado lost weight before me. Oh, I'm going to delete myself. Baby, no. First of all, he had the discipline to do this. It wasn't that hard for him, so it's not like he was creating new skills that he never had before or getting into something that he wasn't used to. And he strategically was posting videos of himself being big for 2 years while behind the scenes he was doing a whole bunch of weight loss. And I don't know how healthy that weight loss was because he doesn't look healthy right now. Usually when people lose weight and they get to a certain size, there's like this radiant glow that they have where they look a lot healthier and they look like they're doing well, but he looks exhausted. Between him with the Joker voice,
You are the ants.
the shaved head, and talking to the bird, extremely getting into talking to the bird, it's just weird.
You missed me so much, I know. It was 8 years separate. Or longer. I know. How many years was it? How many years? Tell me. How many years were we separate for? Too many, yeah.
It's weird. I'm sorry. Was it just me that saw it as that? I was just like, okay, something feels very eerie about this. As if it doesn't always feel extremely eerie with him. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't like him. I don't know. He gives me a vibe that he's willing to do anything that it takes to get some views, and I don't trust him. I don't think anybody should trust him to be around him. I saw that Trisha wanted him to be on her podcast. I don't even think that she should let him anywhere near her house. He seems like the type to dox her or steal Malibu. I don't stan. Not that I really stan much people, but I don't really stan anybody's a flip-flopper, but Nikocado is not to be trusted. No. Surprised if he was planning this whole time to get super big and then lose all the weight. And now since people are saying, oh my gosh, he was able to lose the weight so fast because he made it look like he did it in 7 months, that now he's going to go and start telling people how to lose weight. This could be a extreme marketing scheme, and I'm just going to come here to tell you guys right now, don't fall for it, please. Don't put any more money in his pocket. Do not fall for it. He's going to be on here like, guide to how to be a holistic vegan. Here's my book, buy it up, babes. Like, no. And the girlies are going to eat it right up, I fear. So I'm here to tell you, please don't. Do not let this man finesse you into thinking that he is the weight loss messiah, because no. No. Even 2 years is a really groundbreaking time to have lost all that weight. But I will say, psychos can do anything. He definitely has a problem. You know, people when they're sick and they're hyper fixated on something, they can do anything. But I don't even want to sound like a hater with this whole thing. The whole Nikocado situation is extremely off-putting to me, and I don't want people to glorify this or say that he's a mastermind for planning any of this. There is something clinically wrong here. Pretty sure. And he should probably get checked out, because when you add the 2 and 2 together and compile it with everything that he's done in the past, he's still the same person. Fat suit on or fat suit off, he's still the same Nikocado. Creepo. Was the OnlyFans a social experiment too? No, babe. Weird boots. The weirdest boots. When he shed the fat, he didn't shed everything that he did when he was fat. BT dubs. He's still the same creepy Nikocado Avocado that should not be trusted and should be put in a microscope to be checked on. Thanks for coming and watching my short video on the whole Nikocado situation. If you guys enjoyed it and you want to see more, follow me. Wait, this isn't Instagram or TikTok. Subscribe, like, share. Let me know what your opinions are. How did you feel about the whole Nikocado situation? It definitely wasn't on my bingo card. It wasn't on anybody's bingo card because, realistically speaking, is anybody thinking about Nikocado until he comes online and posts something extremely egregious and disgusting and everybody looks at it and is like, ew. But outside of that, how did you guys feel about it? Did you guys think that he was a genius for doing this? Let me know what your opinions are. Did you hate it? Did you love it? And I'll see you in the next one because there's a lot to talk about, y'all. There is a lot to talk about. I gotta get out of here. Love you.